Today we're going to test the test rides. We've got the Infernus Classic. Let's test drive this thing out. Okay, so I believe this car is not very good at turning, but the braking it kind of makes up for it in it. So, would I recommend this car? Probably not. I'll be honest. There are better cars than this, even classic cars that are better than this. You know, like better classic cars. But I guess the only redeeming quality is that it has these kind of lights. But there's no point even worrying about that. Alright, I'm gonna throw this in as another extra. There's a test ride that I'm not going to be test driving today. It is the Oppressor Mark 1 because it's a motorcycle and you guys know how I feel about motorcycles. Let's test drive for the next one. Okay, so this is the Bugatti Monroy or Monroy, whatever you want to call it. Let's test drive this thing out. No, just no. Don't waste your time with this. This is not worth it. Let's move straight on to the next one. It can't perform any good in any sort of way. No, just no. Don't waste your time with this vehicle. So you're probably wondering, why would I not recommend this car? Well, this car can't be upgraded. Okay, this car needs to have more upgrades in order for me to actually consider buying this thing. I would never upgrade this car. And I wouldn't recommend you do it either. And this car has so much potential that could be upgraded, you know? Rockstar got lazy and they did not put anything on this car. The only thing I think you can put on this car is a spoiler, but that's it. That's it. You can't put anything else. You can't put any hood upgrades. You can't upgrade the bumpers in any way sort of possible. Rockstar, change this car. Either delete this car or make it so it has more customization. Because this is weak. I do not enjoy this at all. did not enjoy getting this car the first time I saw it. Okay, we've got the Pagani Torino XO. Let's test drive this thing out. I'm excited to test drive this because it actually looks like a good car. I believe me and my friend did a video on this car too, so you'll see that eventually, but not right now. Okay, so I'll be honest, the turning could be better. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's terrible. But I think it could be better. Uh, the braking, it makes up for it, isn't it, though? So there is that. By the way, guys, I just wanted to mention, if you guys made it this far to the video, I have made a video upgrading this car with my friend, and we did a competition on it. If you guys want me to release the videos I did with my friend, comment down below, because I will release them, but I'm just not ready to upload them yet. Like, I'm not sure when to upload them. But anyway, do I recommend this car? Yes, I do recommend this car. Even though it's very expensive, I'd wait till it goes on sale this week. This car is actually on sale this week for 40% off. Anyway, the car turns good. I'm not lie, it still does turn good, but it just could be better. The braking is really good too. So I would honestly recommend this car, but it is a little pricey. So if you want to spend money on it, now might be your best time because it's actually on sale for 40% off. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this car reminds me of another one, but I can't remember the name of it. But this is a Pagani Vaca. So let's test drive this thing out. Okay, the braking and handling is good, but I don't know what the price of this car is. But still, I think this car performs very well. It takes quarters well, and I would recommend it. I think we should move on to the next one. Okay, now I've got the Pravada Greenwood. I do not really like muscle cars, but I still test drive them anyway. Let's just test drive this one out. Okay, so for the fact that it was a muscle car, I probably wouldn't recommend it. But if it takes quarters well and brakes well, I would recommend it. And it does actually take the horn as well, so I'd say yes, you can go for this, but don't think it's important, because this vehicle is not. I think we should move on to the next one. Okay, so now we've got the Zaristo. Let's test drive this thing out. When I first saw this car, I thought it was modded, but let's just test drive this thing out. Okay, so I still think this car is good, even though I did fall off, but you won't see that. So the car performs well, it looks well, it brakes well, everything about this car is good, so I'm just going to straight up say this is worth it. Yeah, the only criticism I have is the fact that it's a convertible. I know that sounds a bit weird, but that's the only criticism I have for this car, that it's convertible. But maybe you can change that by upgrading it, who knows. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this is the Pista Neon. This is the prize ride this week. This is come top 2 in the LS Comic series for 3 days in a row. That's easy enough. Let's move on to the test drive. And it's an electric car. You already know what I'm going to say about this. Okay, the corners could be better. Braking is absolutely trash. So I honestly would say maybe avoid this one. This vehicle is definitely not worth it. Okay, so this is the Albany Apply Ha. Let's test drive this thing out. Okay, so I don't think this car has terrible turning, and I don't think this car has terrible braking, but I don't like the look of the car, unfortunately. So I'm gonna say no because of looks alone. But if you're looking for performance, this isn't a terrible option. But still, I would not recommend it because I just don't like the look of it. Let's move straight on to the next one. I mean, I don't think the car is bad, but I just think it doesn't look that nice. Okay, guys, so this is the Double Budgie Massacre. Let's just try this thing out. Unfortunately, I don't think this car is that bad. This car is actually pretty good. I did fall off once, but I still think this car performs well. The turning is okay. It could be better, like I sometimes say. The braking is good. Overall, I think this car's good, and as a bonus, it's cheap. Anyway, would I recommend this car? Yeah, I probably would. But let's move on to the next one. Okay, last vehicle of the day. I'll be honest, I completely have forgotten all about this vehicle. But let's just test drive this thing out. Okay, so I would not recommend you buy this car. You can find this car on the streets of Los Santos. This is called the Milibatsu Panamera. I hope I pronounced that right, but yeah, this car, you don't need to buy it when you can just find it on the street. Uh, so the performance of the car is good. It brakes well. It turns well. It's got a good speed, but it's not going to win you any races because this is a car that's been in the game since the very beginning. So I mean, you don't really need to buy it. So I'm just gonna say no because you can find it on the streets of Los Santos and just upgrade it that way. But I'm guessing the only way and the only way possible is maybe this livery is rare and you can't find it anywhere else. But if you guys enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Good boy.